Hello, everyone, and welcome to Evolve Yourself TV. I am Agni James, and we do meditation here, so we're going to be doing more meditation tonight. How's everyone doing tonight? It is Sunday night here in Chicago, and it is 8:09 p.m., so it's a good time as any for meditation, I guess. I hope everyone's doing well. I hope everyone has love and peace in their hearts, and if they don't have that, I hope they at least have purpose. Been thinking about it lately, and I think purpose is more important even than love and having love and peace in one's heart. If you don't have purpose, you kind of just float around aimlessly, drifting from one way to the next, and it's not a really pleasant path of existing. But regardless, it's how it is. Yeah, I can tell you a little bit about myself. Yesterday, I had the pleasure of attending a bonfire at my friend's house. A bunch of us gathered out in farm country. It was actually interesting. I drove an hour and a half out of Chicago, and you got Chicago that's all brick and mortar and plastic, and it is what it is, right? It's a big city, and then you travel an hour and a half south from there, and next thing you know, you're seeing cows and horses, and you're out, with corn everywhere, cornfields as far as the eye can see. And so I was out there in this big farmland last night, and a bunch of us got together, and we lit some shit on fire. I mean, that's kind of what you do in the country, and it's not just what you do in the country. It's what we've been doing for thousands of years, for tens of thousands of years, since the beginning of humankind. We figured out a way to harness fire, and we light this fucking shit on fire, right? We sit around fires, and we talk, and we cook, and we do all sorts of stuff. We cooked out, and we also hung out at the bonfire, and it was just fun. It's just a good way of existing, right? Nowadays we're so engrossed with technology and engrossed in technology, and that we're connected to social media constantly, and we're watching television, and we're looking at all sorts of other media for our stories, that we sometimes forget the art of storytelling, of just sitting around a fire and just telling stories to one another. And if you think about it, sitting around a fire was actually the first television. People would, cavemen would sit around the fire and talk and tell stories about whatever the fuck cavemen had to deal with. I don't know what the hell is going on in a caveman's mind, but maybe I do. I mean, troglodytes are kind of cool, actually. They have a very primitive, minimalistic existence. But regardless, people would sit around the fire and they'd chat. They'd tell stories. And they would talk about their day. They'd talk about the battles they've been in. They would talk about, anything, whatever stories. They tell ghost stories, haunted stories, right? They tell stories about dead ancestors and foreign lands and beautiful women and whatever, right? Whatever people tell stories about, that's what that would happen, and that's what people did. And now, people are mindless. We just stare into screens, and we look all day into a fucking screen and for one purpose or another, and just lose ourselves. We lose who we truly are. We lose our foundational drive as human beings. But that's okay. That's okay. I mean, that's the way things evolve. Things evolve in different patterns, and things are cyclical. They're like a pendulum, moving back and forth. So sometimes we get more primitive. Sometimes we get more technologically based, and that's just how it goes. The question is, can we get more technologically based without blowing up our world? And that's always the big question to me, whether we can actually do it without destroying ourselves. And I don't know, I think the answer is probably going to be no. We're probably just going to all blow ourselves up one day, or find out that that technology is just killing us, and we're not going to be able to make medicine and treatments in a quick enough time to be able to actually rectify that situation. But so be it, right? All animals run their course. Human beings are just animals with enlarged prefrontal cortexes, and we just we think we're great, we think we're amazing because we can think with self-reflective consciousness. We have psychological continuity of past events. In philosophy, psychological continuity is the idea that we can temporally sequence one event as being prior to another event, and then another event being prior to a further event in the future, right? Animals don't have that. They don't have psychological continuity. They don't have self-reflective consciousness. You never see an ant, crawling around thinking, a month ago my life was so interesting. I wonder if I've changed in that month. They're not thinking about that. They're thinking they're just doing their programmed shit. But maybe we are too, and that's another funny thing, right? You can you can make the case in philosophy that human beings are no different than ants or any other insect or animal. That we, just because we have prefrontal cortices, we can, if we think we're special, but we're not. We're the same. We're the same fucking thing as any other insect or amoeba that exists. We're just this life form that thinks it's great, doing its thing, but in reality we're just pre-programmed to maybe expire one day. I mean, I guess that's the only thing. All right, that's enough talking for now. I think I'm going to hop into the meditation. Hope that leaves everyone on a good note. All right. Yeah, so this is what we do here. We do meditation. That's the main thrust of Evolve Yourself TV. It's important to do the work because life's a chaotic hellhole, but when we meditate, we can make things better. We can experience that oneness with all of creation and get away from the dualistic banality of existence, which this system is. Anything where you have opposites and polarities and births and deaths and changes and marriages and wars and all that boring shit. I'm fucking tired of it. It's the same fucking shit that's been going on forever. You read a book, you're gonna read about the same fucking shit. It's just different forms that change over the years. There's nothing new under the sun. All right, the content's still the same. It's just on infinite repeat mode, over and over and over since the beginning of the fucking first human being. Same fucking drives, same immature fucking adolescent, notions of, oh, let's go out this, let's battle addictions and marriages and we'll get buy these things, whether it's beads or cars or whatever. We just go around doing the same fucking shit. And if you're big picture minded enough, you can actually see that. But most people don't want to see that shit because they typically end up killing themselves if they do. But such is life. Big circle of life, right? Let's keep this on a positive note today. Now we're gonna fucking go away from all that nonsense, all that unreality of existence, and we're gonna go into actually truth. Because in a monism, in a state of pure monism, that's where truth lies. Not in this illusory dualistic framework, not in this nonsensical world of change, but in the place where things have always been one and oneness. That's all that's existed. That's all that ever has existed. And all this other shit is just perceptual error. It's just we're seeing things incorrectly through a lens which is distorted. So now we tone things down. JT Farms, hello. You're in I'm fucking in love with existence mode. Absolutely, JT. I'm so glad you popped in and had something to say. Otherwise, it's just me here, ranting and raving like I'm some kind of fucking barbaric philosopher, which I kind of am, right? I kind of am. Most people don't like to talk about what I talk about, even though philosophers know this shit and people will like hint at it and discuss it, a bit. But most philosophers don't like to really go into it because it's unpleasant. It's deemed uncouth to communicate about that kind of shit. Yeah, it's and I enjoy expressing it, because it's truth. It's just how it is, and people don't want to fucking hear it sometimes, and I get it, because it's unpleasant. Because we'd rather see what's next on television or eat a good meal or something, which I get, or maybe get high and laugh at some picture on the wall for 2 hours. I mean that's kind of where we're at. But those are all just distractions. At the end of the day, those are all nothing but goddamn distractions. All of human life, all of human existence is simply a distraction from the truth. The truth is that nothing's ever changed. We are the same. We're in the state of pure oneness. We're in a state of pure love, but we just go away from that. We are like, oh, we're going to opt out of this natural state and try to experience life through a dualistic lens, but that can't be. It's impossible to exist in a world where things actually change. It only occurs through our perceptual lens. So let's try to do what's impossible and make up this dream state and experience life through this. And it's just a bunch of nonsense. It's a bunch of fucking nonsense. But if people buy into it, if enough people buy into it, then it seems real, right? Because perceptually we're one mind. We're trying to see things, so you got to cut through all the shit and go and use meditation and go back to your state of oneness. Yeah, I mean, you get it. You're a poet and you have a strong philosophical bent to you as well. So it's just one of those things, right? Yeah. But anyways, let's fucking meditate, right? Let's just do some fucking meditation. Let's go back to truth and connect with reality as opposed to this illusory dualistic nonsense. So, you're going to want to take a slow, deep breath in through your nose and one slow, deep exhale through your mouth. And then get in a comfortable seated position, whether that's on the floor, in lotus pose, or sitting cross-legged, or whether that's sitting in a chair. The main thing is to find a seated position that is comfortable for you. Once you've found that position, gently close your eyes and take a few deep breaths while maintaining good posture. I have a Buddhist chant that I play that has a chime that goes off every 2 seconds, which you can use to help regulate your breath count. Take a few more deep breaths on your own while maintaining good posture. Inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. Exhale through your mouth, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in through your nose, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out through your mouth, gently lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out, gently lowering your abdomen. Keep your awareness on your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, in. Breathe out. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath. Visualize yourself sitting on a mountaintop, watching the clouds move beneath you. Two clouds merge into one, and one cloud separates into two. You watch as the clouds move through the sky and disappear over the horizon. Those clouds are like your thoughts. Thoughts come into being, exist in conscious awareness for a while, and then disappear from your mind. That is the nature of human thought. Inhale, gently raising your belly. Exhale, gently lowering your belly. Breathe in, gently raising your abdomen. Breathe out, gently lowering your abdomen. Stay focused on your breath count. When distracting thoughts enter your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. And return your awareness to your breath count. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. Be mindful of your breath count. Your essence is love. Love is manifested as light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Which will awaken the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until all of humanity is lit once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that is of no benefit. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eyesight. Stay mindful of your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. And return your awareness to your breath count. Your essence is love. The manifestation of that love is light. Your purpose is to shine your light on others. Which will awaken the inner light within them. And they will shine their light on all whom they encounter. Until the whole world is glowing radiantly once again. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. breathe out, releasing all ego which obscures your third eye sight. Stay focused on your breath. The breath calms the body, and the body calms the mind. Be mindful of your breath count. When thoughts arise in your mind, visualize them as clouds moving through the sky and disappearing over the horizon. Return your awareness to your breath count. On your next inhale, travel down beneath the level of consciousness. Go to your heart chakra. Feel the love that emanates from that region. Feel the warmth surrounding that love. Feel the light that is a manifestation of that love. Watch as it expands and fills your body. Your body is a glowing being of love. That is your nature. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all that does not serve you well. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all that is of no benefit. Travel down deeper into your love. Travel deeper into pure monism. Letting go of the illusion of dualism. In monism, there can be only one thing. All that exists there is perfect, eternal love. Everything else is illusion. Everything else is a perceptual distortion. Everything created within this dualistic framework will return to the nothingness from which it came. The only pursuit of humanity that has ever had any value is letting go of dualistic thinking and returning to a state of pure love. Inhale. Exhale, releasing all of the ridiculousness of this dream. Breathe in. Breathe out, releasing all of humanity's fiction. Return to the state of pure love that exists within you. And let go of all of the nonsense of humanity. You are eternal love. You are divine. You feel nothing but perfect joy. You exist in a state of perpetual peace. You flow eternally from the source of all creation. You feel nothing but pure oneness. You are omniscient. You are omnipresent. You are omnipotent. You are immutable. These attributes of the divine are yours eternally, for you eternally flow from the source of all creation. Take a deep inhale through your nose, gently raising your belly. And a deep exhale through your mouth, releasing all stress and tension from your body. And a deep inhale through your nose. And a deep exhale, releasing all fear and worry from your mind. Gently open your eyes and return to the present moment, bringing with you the peace from this meditation throughout the remainder of your day. Namaste. Thank you so much for sharing this sacred space with me. I am truly honored and humbled to be here with you in the pursuit of truth. May we find that state of pure love and oneness within us and keep it in our minds throughout all the rest of our days. Namaste. Grace Yoga. Hello. So good to see you. How are you doing tonight? I hope you're well. And JT Farms, sacred is the breath. Namaste. Agni James, namaste to you too. Namaste. Yeah, it's good to do this work, to do the breath work, to search for that state of inner truth, that inner perfection within us. We're bombarded by so much nonsense in the world. It's important to remember who we truly are. At the end of the day, we sometimes lose sight of that, but it's really important to remember our foundational essence. Hey, Grace. All right. And DJ Krishan's is here. Let me give a couple big shout outs to Grace. First to Grace Yoga. Grace Yoga is I call her the pro. She's a professional on Twitch here in the fitness and health community. She is an incredible yoga instructor. She does amazing yoga nidra as well. Some excellent opposite nostril breath work that I always tune in for whenever I can. She's great. Definitely check her out. It's such a good positive vibe. It's such a wonderful experience being there with her. And then DJ Krishan's, otherwise, he's a man with many names. He's also known as Imbalanced Physique. You should make your name shorter so I don't have to type it. So it takes a quicker time to type it. But he's another quality streamer here in the fitness and health community. He's primarily does fitness and health or workout streams, but now he's been branched off into tarot streams, which is really cool. And tarot's been blowing up on Twitch, so it's pretty neat, you know, pretty neat to see him exploring this other side of himself. And he's given a lot to the community. So he's just a really nice dude, authentic guy. So check him out if you haven't checked him out already. Let's see. Oh, you didn't expect a shout out? Yeah, it's just my policy. I typically like to give everyone a shout out, just because, you know. But thank you. You just wanted to be here with me. Thank you so much, Grace. Thank you. And I enjoy spending time with you as well. I try to check out your streams whenever I can. Your energy is phenomenal. You're just a really kind, wonderful, loving person, and you're here to help. You know, you're here to help. So that's what's important at the end of the day. You know, we're all just here to try to make a difference in the world. Okay, let's see who's available to raid. We'll keep this a pretty short stream today. All right, let's go the absurdity route today. I've been branching off into some absurdist humor, and this is kind of like, it's not really in line with the peace and harmony of the meditation, but it's if you appreciate absurdist humor, you know, any of the French existentialists and their amazing humor, and the Russians from the early 1900s who branched off into absurdity, and Camus and all those people, you might appreciate this guy. He's just, I can't watch this without smiling. And so at the end of the day, if it's going to make you smile a little bit, then it's worth it. but it's definitely something different. This is Talk to the Twizzard. This guy is really, really out there. He's just a really funny guy. So, but anyways, thank you all again so much. Namaste.